Today this stock radio is gonna change to this Pioneer 2-DIN Bluetooth head unit. I had to order this plug set for this so it can fit into here, and so yeah, let's get started. I'm gonna take the battery out first because we're gonna touch the emergency button here.
So I bought this install kit from eBay. I'll leave a link to the description if you want to buy the same kit.
And again, it's minus 20 here, and that's why I have the heater blowing 24/7 here almost, so I can work here. The reason I have these side plastics as well, as you can see, it's very scratched here and here, so it doesn't look nice here. Just gonna replace these as well. This car was a work car for a company before me, so I'm not sure what was delivered here, but it was in good use, I must say. And I'm gonna use these plastic fender or trim removers to pry off these plastics here. They are easier to remove from the bottom. I'll just get the tool here and it just pops out. So that's off now. These are hold on at these 3 points on the bottom and 2 points on the top. So now it's been about 15 minutes. I'm gonna remove all the electrical connections here and start removing the stock radio out. So the stock radio has bolts there, and also same ones on the both bottom sides. So it's a 8mm socket. Plastic trim around the dash must be taken off. It was a bit tough here, but if you have something like this, you can pry it open here like this. It was 3 points here, and here, and then the frame will come loose. Last place this radio is held on is these 2 purple clips here, so you can press these and then the radio will come off. So it's only here and on the other side there. The trick here, if you have a small pliers, is to press it here and then pull here, and the whole thing comes loose. But yeah, I'm only interested in this part, so I will leave this to hang around here. Let's take this out. So down here there's the antenna and these plugs here. There. So the wires that you need for almost any aftermarket head unit is the blue one and the smaller white one. And I have this Toyota to ISO adapter here. In case you're wondering, the third plug here is for the steering wheel commands here, but I don't have them. So if you have steering wheel buttons, you need adapter here. White one The blue one goes to the bigger one. Getting the vent out is a bit tricky. There's 2 tabs between the radio and the vent, and you need to pry it out. You can see there. Hold the tab out. Let's install these parts to the new plastics and let's start installing them. Really simple to install that. That's the hazard light in place. And here's the warning lights. And I didn't hear a click yet. There we go. That was a click. Yeah, now it's on. So I have the Pioneer here, and this is the right side. It seems the bracket from the car fits perfectly, but the stock bolts don't seem to fit on the Pioneer's threads. So I might tap new threads for these stock bolts. So the stock bracket fit here after tapping new threads here for the original bolts. So I have the wires plugged in. The radio will just slide on its place there and sits nice. That's looking way better already. That's nice, that's nice. But let's test it right now. Oh, there's light. Yes. Radio. Well.
Vain yhtä ja samaa, esimerkiksi
So the radio works on this. That's good. There's camera support. That would be nice. So for a start, attach this first. I have this spacer. Put it there. Then this middle part. Just make sure the vents go into the right places and the clips as well, so you don't have to glue everything. The vents work. Yeah, that's good. So now the 4 bolts are tightened, and these just need to be bended a little here and there. And then it's gonna slide in and keep it still. And I almost forgot, I need to transfer these purple or pink tabs to the new plastics. Simple way to get these out. Put this pointy end in from one side and push through. So now they will fly out. And then after taking all of them out, just push just like that. These should click in the places. That's looking way nicer. I mean, compared to this crappy old CD player here, this looks so modern and so nice. And I bet this is gonna sound even better as well. And the fact that it has Bluetooth and I don't need to fuck around with something like this, messing some radio channels, and I don't know, these are just crap. This is so awesome. I like this. One last time, let's see if it turns on. And oh yeah, we have lights. God damn, that's so nice. I mean, look at that. It fits so much better here than the original CD player. But yeah, I don't think I I'll be doing so much videos with this Yaris, as this is my daily driver and this is a quite reliable car, so I don't need to make some fixing videos at least so often. But yeah, until next time.